Hiya things! Thanks so much for the sub! How are you guys doing? Are we ready to suffer? Hello! Are you having fun being a Pink Pink Menace? Yeah, girl. I'm doing fine, I'm doing good. Been working for most of the day. Thanks so much for the sub! I really like how Kingdra turned out. Thank you. It's very real and very pretty. Thank you very much. Got some tea. I'm ready to suffer. Time for more Nine Souls translation. Cry about it. Yeah, I'm doing good. Been a pretty uneventful day. Got some comic work done. Been working on some other stuff as well. You know, the usual. Thanks so much for the follow. What tea? Green tea. My stove is currently... Hope he's doing good. My stove is currently out of commission because I got a new one, so I'm waiting for them to deliver the new one. They were supposed to bring it today, but they haven't brought it in yet, so... I can't have the good shit tea because I need the stove for that.
I really like the Otahime vibes you went with for Kingdra. And a Titanic reference? Really?
That was
Lily
Wilson.
Gomel.
The references are all... Wilson takes the lore I give him and he makes something with that, and he sneaks unhinged shit in there. I have no control over what references he chooses to put in there. The Squirrel Girl Rule 34 has skyrocketed. I am not at all surprised. Wilson is the guy that helps me write the Pokemusu Dex entries. He basically takes what I give him and makes it into, you know, cohesive English.
The death stove has been yeeted.
It's still in the kitchen, it's just unplugged and, like, uninstalled, so it has no way to hurt me anymore. But they have to come take it away when they bring in the new one. Hopefully they'll bring it tomorrow because I don't want to have takeout all week. Like, I can go and buy stuff meals pre-made, but still, I'm lazy. Oh yeah, the old stove that was in my grandma's apartment, which, it's tried to kill me twice. One time it almost burnt off my eyebrows, and the other time there was a grease fire. And I decided very early on I wanted to replace it, but I hadn't had the time to do it until recently. No more demon stove. Nope, it's been vanquished. It's haunted, like the rest of the house. I know, I found out today that you know about Guilty Gear, so I have, a super important question. Is Bedman baby girl or daddy? You know, I did watch the Revelator story mode. I would say he's baby girl. I can't cook yet because my stove isn't here yet, but it's been ordered. Thanks so much for the follow. Badman is bed, yeah. Definitely one of the more fun characters in Guilty Gear. I hope that the new stove doesn't explode on slight contact. No, no it won't. Oh my god, it's brand new and it's nice. I like that you turned Belle into Benui. I enjoy drawing at cat girls, but when it comes to the proxies, I think Rabbit was better because of Eos. Jam is super cute. I like her. Oh yeah, no, I'm actually waiting on anything that has to do with like the Sonic movie for a little bit because it's coming out next in like a week or two, actually. Yeah, Jam isn't in Strive yet, which is sad because she's amazing. But I'm glad Dizzy's been added. It's about fucking time. It took them a hot minute. The 20th? Holy shit, that's coming up fast. Ugh, don't remind me. I have so much work to do. Busy, 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 busy. Like, I'm never getting sick again. Holy shit. Never. We all wish that. You know what? I'm never gonna do it. Your human germs will no longer fucking fuck with my senses and make it so I'm slow. Famous last words. I despise being sick. I've been feeling kind of low-key like shit for like the past 3 weeks. I hate it. I got back from vacation and immediately it was like, oh.
Hey Lily, are you gonna react to the new Harumasa demo? Cause honestly, I want to see your take on it.
Probably not. Not planning on it currently. Like, Mihoyo, I love you, but do we need to have another one? A new one of these every 2 weeks? Holy shit, I'm done. But you're alright now, right? Yeah. Yeah, for the most part, I'm just a little bit, mentally, I'm having some trouble getting back into, like, a good, workspace, but I'll get there. It's a groove. Sometimes it kind of gets thrown out of sync, which is annoying because I have a lot of stuff to do usually. No, I'm good.
Did you taste some home-cooked noodles from Hubimation?
Stop.
Made a face like his cooking was bad. Then just sad. I can't taste it because I'm too stuffy. To avoid implying any flaws in your husband.
No, wait, don't even fucking get me started on Blue Box. Like, holy shit, that show is boring. It's carried by pretty animation and nothing else. I am bored. We woke up craving violence tonight. The bug threw off your groove and it can take a few weeks before you're back on it. I'm so annoyed. Vacations usually throw me off. Vacations plus sick, let's shave trips. Yeah, bad. How squishable are you? Very. Yeah, we hit 60,000 subs, which is, thank you. Huge milestone. And that means that we can definitely do 100K next year. Gonna be working towards that, which I'm, excited about. I want that fucking big fucking play button. I need it. Did you hit 50 what feels like a week ago? I did. I hit 50 and then the TF2 video happened and it just kind of fucking whoop. Would you eat the play button? No, I would just hang it up in my house. Lo vas a usar como pisapapeles. ¡Chance! Somebody told me that the Marvel Rivals video will be before as well. The stream has 40K views. The stream has a decent amount of views already, so I don't know how well an edited video is gonna do. If we ever get a 3D Lily debut, she can abuse us. Oh, don't count on 3D. Live 2D maybe someday, but for now, I like PNG. Maybe that's the key. React to the popular game and everyone joins the party. Oh, that is the meta. However, I mainly stream to play video games because I would not get to play games otherwise. So I leave the React stuff to Sunday streams. Marvel Rivals is trending a lot. A decent amount, yes. I mean, it just came out. It makes sense. I'm so lazy that I don't want to learn how to use a new software. And for 3D, don't you need, like, a tracking, like a suit? You look very familiar to a certain artist somewhere on the internet. That's because I am a certain artist somewhere on the internet. Same person, baby! Congratulations on the marriage, Lily. Also, congrats on having to play Silent Hill 2. Oh, we're not there yet. We can't wait for you to scream and cry and sort and shiver and get angry as fuck. As fuck as Weibo. No, we're not there yet. Thanks so much for the bits. But, like, the thing for Silent Hill has nothing to do with my sub count and everything to do with how many people come to streams at any given time. So I want to basically make it so I have at least 500 people watching between YouTube or Twitch or one or the other, doesn't matter. But I want to see consistency. That's how I'm gonna know that I'm having consistent channel growth for the streams, and that's what I will play Silent Hill. Thanks so much for the follow. This camera software tracking at also a 3D model. I thought you needed like a tracking suit for it. Wait, really? Holy shit, you are? Yeah, I am. Same person. Actually, fun fact, if you go to my link tree, my Twitter is there. Also, I can't link my socials on Twitch because, yeah, I would get fucking banned immediately, but I am the same artist. I do get that a lot. Like, is it you? It's like, yes, it is me. You can link your YouTube to, though, if it's safe for work, though, right? Yeah, I can link my YouTube, but I can't link my artwork at all. So we're back in hell. This game is a lot harder than it looks from the offset. It's like, oh, it's so pretty, right? No. Thank you very much for gifting 3 tier 1 subs to the community. That's so sweet. Oh, I'm hardly famous, but thank you. That's sweet. I just draw a lot of boob, and I also stream a lot, like every day. Have Metroidvania games been easy? Some are easier than others, like any video game. Like, Prince of Persia was easier than Ender Lilies, but this is harder than Ender Lilies. Thank you for the follow. I don't like Twitch, so there you go. Have someone enjoy that for me. I'm gonna go back to my cave at YouTube. Hey, baby! Thank you for the follow. Hollow Knight is also surprisingly difficult, yes. Ender Lilies was like, just dodge. Here you have to master 3 flavors of parry. Ugh. Truly. Okay. How much do you recommend this game? I feel like it's got huge out of nowhere. I think I would recommend this. It's also like has a heavier narrative than what it looks like. The art style is really solid. The combat is very challenging, but still very fun. Hi! But yeah, good game. Yeah. I feel like out of nowhere this cat appeared on my feed. Well, it's furry and it's cute. Like, even some of the normal mobs in this game are challenging to fight. It's definitely a take your time with it type of game. You like Lego games? I love Lego games. I'm kind of sad because apparently the Lego Horizon game is not a Lego game at all. just looks like a Lego game, but like they changed the gameplay completely. It's not, no, they changed the gameplay completely. It's just kind of like a Lego rehash of the, of Zero Dawn. But like it's not, it doesn't have to collect like Lego bits, I think. It's just kind of like, you replay the game, it just looks like a Lego. Like, no structural environments, no collecting studs, not a ton of characters. Unlike the other Lego games that I've played, like Lego Harry Potter, which was a blast, it doesn't have any of that stuff. It's Lego Fortnite with a Horizon Zero Dawn Code of Pain. Yep. What games do you usually play? I have my schedule up on my Twitter, but right now I'm playing through Nine Souls, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Mario and Luigi Brothership. And on Sundays, I tend to have just chatting streams or streams where I talk about character designs and whatnot. It's Lego, but without Lego, kind of lame. Yeah, sad! Horizon's reputation takes another hit, indeed. How do you fuck up a Lego game that bad? You listen to the suits at Sony that want to push Horizon super, super bad. They want to make Horizon like the next big thing. It's like their flagship IP, I guess, but they failed because the fun of a Lego game is to collect the studs and like hang out with all the characters, and it's silly and, you know, shit like that. Have you gotten tickets for the Sonic movie? No. I mean, it's not coming out until the 20th, and I'm probably gonna have to get off the island to go watch it because there's no showings in English here. Here you go, fetus.
Oh.
Wow, is that a seed you're holding? Is it for me? That was my original plan, but now that I brought it back, I'm not so sure. Why? I'll keep it alive this time, I promise. Really? The vegetables in your backyard never seem to last for long. Ugh, you got me there. I don't get it. The seasons always change so frequently, and before I even realize it, my crops always dry up. I don't mind some dead crops, I just happen to remember that I picked this up from the greenhouse. Come on then, let's plant it. This is such a big place, so why not give it some greenery? I think it would look perfect in the courtyard, personally. Don't just make these decisions on your own. No, I would not watch it in Latam Spanish either because there's real people. So, like, if a movie is completely animated, like, if every character is it's 3D animated, I would watch it in Spanish. I wouldn't care. But since the Sonic movie has IRL actors, including some that I know of, like Jim Carrey, I'd rather not watch it in Spanish. I want to watch it as it's originally intended, English. That seed is big and as big as the palm of your hand. I bet it'll grow some really big fruit. I'm not sure. This came from Gumong, so I'm pretty sure she put plenty of effort into it. She always takes it into the extreme. Once, in order to speed up her experimental process, she bred a scorpion to grow 3 times as fast. That little monster ended up crawling out of its incubator and swallowed everyone else's subjects. That's why I don't really know what this will grow into. This time I'll make sure to water it regularly so it'll grow big and healthy. Were you even listening? Fine, but if anything happens, you must get Abacus to contact me. Got it?
Hi.
Got it. If scorpions end up coming out of it, I'll cook them up for you next time. Ew. This Sonic Mexican VA is a TikTok already sounds so mid. Is Luisito. Which one would you watch in Spanish, for example? Shrek I watched in Spanish. Huevoman. We don't want Huevoman. Yeah, I want to hear Keanu Reeves' Shadow. I want to hear Jim Carrey being himself. The Mexican dub for Shrek is undoubtedly the best dub for Shrek. Don't fucking at me. It's the best one. It's okay. No bias at all the bias. Ever hear Disney in Japanese? Yeah, I've heard some. I have friends that are like really, really big fans of the song, so they've heard them in like every language. Speaking of which, I haven't decided if I'm gonna go watch Wicked yet, because apparently people sing in the theater! Don't do that! Like, first of all, my husband doesn't even like musicals, and getting him to sit through Wicked is gonna be a fucking exercise in adventure, only because I watch all the stuff that he shows me. Second of all, if people are fucking singing in the fucking theater, he's gonna want to go even less. What, even here? I don't know if it's happening in Spain. It seems like something that I've only really heard of happening in the States. Give it a few weeks and the fad should die down. I might wait for it to come to a streaming service, really, because, like, I love popcorn, but the idea of sitting through a fucking musical where people fucking sing in my ear when I actually want to hear the performers do it is like, ugh. Don't the staff tell them not to do that? They do it anyway. I went to AMC a couple of times and the ads explicitly told people not to sing. Yeah, like they had to actually put them in an ad of please don't be fucking drama kid nerds and sing over the film. Thank you. Like I get it, it's exciting. I watched Wicked on Broadway. I get the fucking vibe, but like just watch the movie. Just watch the movie like a normal person. Don't paint yourself green. Not every movie theater likes that. Hello. Also, it's really funny because apparently some of the musical nerds also kind of try and gatekeep it because it's like, well, we were into it when it was a musical and we've all been waiting for this movie, but it's not for normies. It's like, just let them watch the fucking movie. We want people to get into different art forms. Did you hear about the marketing incident with the Toys Lily? You bet your fucking sweet bippy I did. It was hilarious. So, like, if anybody didn't hear, Wicked, they made a line of toys, I think with Mattel, that was like dolls, right? And on the box, they put Wicked.com, which is a hardcore porn site. So they had to recall all of them and reprint the box with a different URL because Wicked.com is, yeah. So now a lot of people actually bought the OGs before they got recalled and now they're being like resold as collector's items. Did they not check? No, someone made a typo. Someone made a typo. The property URL was supposed to be wickedmovie.com. Yeah, they just put wicked.com, which is, you know. I'm checking that website, not a single green lady. What a ripoff. Oh my god.
As someone who was a theater kid, I can confirm there is a portion of the population who will burst out into song the moment they hear Defying Gravity or Popular like they are sleeper agents.
Really, it really is. It's like the two songs, like name two songs for Broadway musicals that you can like hum a fucking, a few bars of and everybody starts singing. And like, if you've ever heard Defying Gravity, it is not an easy song to sing properly. So could you imagine like fucking 3 completely excited, out of tune fucking drama kids trying to fucking bust out a lung for Defying Gravity? I sure fucking can't. It's really funny because people assume that singing for musicals is super easy. No, it's some of the hardest vocal work you can do. Because you don't just need to like sing it and have it sound nice, you need to enunciate. People in the audience need to understand what the lyrics say. Broadway musicals, and musicals in general, tend to have musical pieces that tell a story just as much as the normal narrative does. That's why I like them. I think it's a very interesting thing to listen to a musical and have it be a good one. It's also really long. It's a part 1! Like, I'm sorry, I watched Wicked on Broadway. It does not need a 2-parter movie. This is the Lord of the Rings for theater kids. The better half. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that this one is going to end as soon as Defying Gravity ends. Because that's the intermission point for the musical as well. But, mama, it does not need that much. Part 2 is probably not going to be as good. No, part 2 is going to be like the more like, everyone's an adult and the plot's really kicking off now type of movie. I don't know. I don't think it was necessary to make it a 2-parter. Nice love with Kinger. I love the dress. Thank you. I had fun designing that outfit. Wait, what role does Grahatia's VA play? Is he Fiero? Wait, it's gonna be a two-parter? Apparently, I didn't know this. He's Fiero. Oh, shit! Cat husband is Fiero. Hell yeah. How the... I just lightly brushed it with my foot. Thanks so much for the follow. Oh, ooh. I remember these. Oh, these were in Prince of Persia also. That was not fun. Ah! Contrólate. Okay. Why make it a two-parter? Money? Okay, Dust Guardian recording device 2. Log entry. The deceased had fled duty and was found in one of the water and oxygen generating pools. He had already died several days earlier from what looks like to be a piercing injury. I don't get it. We do our time and then we get to live the long life. How could one be so stupid? The eerie thing is, the cuts on his body were really deep. Guardians don't attack Dust Guardians, so I'm suspicious to see whether it was really an accident. I've been told that he must have pissed off one of the animals, so that might be a good reason. I still have a lot to learn. It kind of kills the movie, though, won't it? Because, like, you're basically telling people, okay, part 1 is the boring stuff, part 2 is the exciting stuff. No, it's the opposite. Part 1 is the exciting stuff. Like, the fun stuff with Wicked is basically the first half of the musical. Like, the second half is alright, but you it kind of, like, necessitates, having part 1 be very, very close to part 2. So having to wait a few more years, to see the second part of Wicked is gonna be a little bit... It's gonna kind of kill the vibe, at least for me. How could you possibly stretch the length of a Broadway play so long it becomes a two-parter? You make the narrative bits of the screenplay longer. So, like, in the original Wicked musical, there's not a lot of narrative bits between songs. It's not a ton of time between numbers, because there's a lot of them. And for a Hollywood screenplay, you can actually add more not sung stuff to it, which I'm guessing is what they're doing, because, like, I will say this about Wicked. It's a great musical, but you don't get a ton of plot in between numbers, so I'm guessing the Hollywood movie wanted to expand on that. Can we ban Wave? No. I don't watch Harry Potter, but wasn't the first half of the first movie considered really boring? Yes, because the first half of the book was really boring. I don't know if anybody here read the Deathly Hallows, but the first half of the book is so dull. Like, it's almost as if as soon as you get rid of the school shit in Harry Potter, it's, like, not nearly as fun. They gave Nessa Rose more stuff and character, so she's not- ooh. Oh shit. Are you a boss? Please don't be a boss. You seem not friendly. Oh no, you're fine. Ugh. It's you, the white-haired demon. Zhenglong. What's wrong with you? You got any poison? Poison? Are you poisoned? No, I need something poisonous. The more toxic, the better. Quick. Are you sure this isn't just your deluded babbling? It's not just feed me something. It's not just feed me something poisonous. Oh, it's dying. Thanks so much for the follow. Oh, he's back to normal. Feeling better now? Didn't think I'd end up owing you a favor. Why did you save me? Aren't you in cahoots with those demons? I had no reason to stand by and watch you die. What caused you to be at death's door just now? My damn old condition again, that's what. Just my dumb luck for it to act up now. What kind of condition needs poison as a treatment? I've never seen a creature survive after consuming that much toxin. Well, this condition needs poison to be kept in check. If it's fatal to most folks, it'll work like ambrosia on me. That guru once told me I was blessed with a poison-resistant body. Most would probably die if they contracted the same condition. A body immune to poison. Fascinating. Let's get one thing straight. I don't take favors for nothing. I don't know who or what you are, but the idea of owing someone really grates at me. Just this once, I'll treat you to some of my special medicinal brew. What's so special about it? I've had my eye on you since you showed up in the village. You look sickly and had an unsteady gait. My brew's good for strengthening the body. Believe it or not, one sip and you'll feel like a new man. My illness has no cure. You're lost. If you're scared, don't blame you. I don't blame you. Not a chance. Just pour me a cup. He has boobs on the forehead. They're like round horns. How is it? I wasn't lying, was I? Not bad. Where'd you get the recipe? I can't tell you that. All I can say is I'm the only person in this world that can brew this. This won't be hard to reproduce. It's just chemistry at the end of the day. Chemistry? Is that some kind of sorcery? Yes. Nonsense. Science isn't sorcery. He's getting drunk! Then why don't you explain it for me? Firstly, you need to know what's what was it again? Ah, you won't understand anyway. Pour me another cup. We're getting drunk today, boys! Where do you plan to go next? I just decided. I reckon I'll bunk at your place for now.
Huh?
My place? You mean at the Four Seasons Pavilion? What whim made you think you can just waltz in without my permission? There's still so much to learn about this world of demons, but it's so damn dangerous. I need somewhere safe I can return to, and I'll give you I just got a good feeling about your place. Then take Swash on with, back to... Don't worry, I won't be a freeloader. In exchange, I'll continue to provide you with my medicinal brews. I can make you a pot of my brew with every 2 items of poison you provide. You've already thought out your terms? I still haven't agreed to anything yet, by the way. I think getting access to my special brew is a pretty good deal, though. Let's leave it at that. I've got work to do. Remember to come to me if you find any poison. Thanks so much for the follow. Oh, my health went up! Oh, shit. Lily, when she fights Millennia, my liver. I wish alcohol raised my vitality. Same. Ready for Apothecary Diaries Season 2 next month? Oh, the next anime season's gonna be lit. There's gonna be so much stuff! Where's the message saying alcohol doesn't actually increase your health? I know, right? We did it like in the Grand Blue Dreaming one, but it's like, please don't do this shit, IRL. Our characters like he work without a neck, because the head is really big. Same logic for Sonic characters. Wait, new Apothecary Diaries season? Yep, dropping January. You ready for 100 Girlfriends Season 2, baby? I'm probably not watching that one. Because it's gonna get weird. It's already weird. I don't want it to be weirder. I'm very hyped for Dr. Stone. I'm very hyped for Dr. Stone, too. Yeah, I love that thing. Dr. Stone is gonna be great. Apothecary Diaries is gonna be great also. Also, Solo Leveling Season 2 and My Happy Marriage, also known as girlpoison.com.org. I thought the Apothecary Diaries creator was in problems of some sort, so I thought there wasn't gonna be any more. She had some issues with taxes, but that's about it. I'm watching Solo Leveling now. That one's fun. Darker than it appears to be from the onset, for sure, though. Thoughts on the latest episode of Dandadan? Haven't watched it. I believe I'm doing episode 8 tomorrow. I'm an episode or 2 behind everyone else by design, so nobody spoil anything, please. Thanks so much for the follow. Or else you get sniped. Dude, Twitter can't help itself. An anime that's very weird but you can't stop watching. That was probably me with the first season of 100 Girlfriends. Describe the last thing you watched so I know what to keep out for. Oh, I just saw the reveal of the Pink Thing's powers. Episode 7. Or 8, sorry. I need to watch 9 tomorrow. 7 was really amazing and sad. I did cry with episode 7. Thanks so much for the follow. Solo leveling is a power fantasy, right? Yep. I'm enjoying Blue Box solely because it's fun to complain about. We fucking roasted that one over an open fire today. Jesus Christ. Have you seen any more ReZero? I watched the movie last weekend. One of them, at least. Yep. I just saw your reaction video on the Marvel Rivals characters How to Be Dying. Hehe, thank you. Apparently people like to watch me yap. Who knew? Thanks so much for the follow. I don't like these enemies at all. Isn't that what you normally do, though? No, normally I yap while I play games. There's a difference between, like, the content I make on Sundays, which is usually the stuff that gets made into, like, full YouTube videos, and what I normally do when I'm playing games, which is just, you know, talk. To be fair, you are pretty good at it. I've been streaming for a few years, and I'm Gemini garbage, which means that I talk a lot. I don't like the idea of there being dead air, so I will almost always try to find something to talk about. If I can't come up with anything, I'll ask the chat. No! Okay, to be quiet, sometimes sarcasm. I've had people literally ask me, I'm not joking. Like, literally tell me, you talk too much, and I'm like, well, that's sad. Oh! Like, okay, Asshole, how about you start a conversation? Some people are just really bad at it. I understand the need for there to be silence sometimes, but as someone who genuinely just talks so much, I don't get it. I drive my parents insane, because, like, my dad is the type of person that, like, he likes conversation, right? But he also really appreciates silence. Thanks so much for the follow. And sometimes I'm just, like, talking, and he's like, Lily, could you not? And it's like, bitch. If I'm here, I'm talking. You're dealing with me. Ah, yes, my favorite type of content. Watching someone react to something going, whoa, that's crazy, and oh my god, oh cool. Yeah, no, like, my fear, right? One fear is doing react content without actually having anything to say. I think that, like, if I'm watching something, I'm at least gonna have to be willing to talk about it. Like, you can run out of steam, it does happen, but for the most part, if you're supposed to be reacting to something, mama, try and watch the whole thing and talk about it. Furry, yes. Right now I'm furry, Lily. Thanks so much for the follow. We made it back up! Thank you for the follow, you guys. I wonder if that field will come true during the Game Awards. No, for the Game Awards, there's gonna be a lot of trailers and stuff to watch. But it's gonna be fun. The one fear with the Game Awards is that I'm gonna be too eepy to properly say anything. What are the Games Awards? Thursday. Or better, watch a video while you stuff your mouth with a sandwich saying nothing about it. Who did that? I don't tend to eat on stream because it doesn't let me talk. Like, sometimes I'll have, like, chips or something, but what do you mean stuff your face with a sandwich and say nothing? Switch to reveal incoming. No, guys, let me say this in, like, the nicest way possible. Nintendo's too cool to reveal something like that at the Game Awards. They're way too up themselves to do something, like, to reveal that in anything that is not a direct for themselves. Like, I'm sorry, but they would never. They have their own directs. Why would they waste valuable time using the Game Awards when they can have their own direct, swipe the attention from everybody else after the Game Awards and do it themselves? We don't need your clout, Jeff, Daddy Nintendo. Deadass! They don't need the clout. Like, the Dorito Pope would fucking wish to have Nintendo show shit at the Game Awards. Miércoles o jueves? Jueves! Best case scenario, you start speaking in tongues after being so tired during the thing. I'll have something to wake me up, like coffee, something. G Fuel. Monster. No, it's good. The Monster tastes bad. G Fuel, maybe. No, but then if I have G Fuel, I won't be able to go back to bed after. Please drink water. I have tea right now. Remember when E3 was the absolutely only place for new reveals, period? Yeah, and then remember how COVID killed it. Ooh, ew. The Yunglong lays a gargantuan egg every 100 years. So it looks like a normal egg, but the embryo contains a deadly neurotoxin. Well, we know who we're giving this to. I'm pretty sure they killed it themselves, though. No, COVID was part of it. Oh! E3 had been in trouble for a while, but COVID was just the death blow. Ah. But yeah, no, like, if I'm reacting to anything, things, I'm gonna try and talk if I do it, because I don't want to bore you guys. You guys are spending, like, what, 2-3 hours out of your day to come hang out with me? You guys have no idea how valuable time is as a currency to me. The fact that you're willing to sit with me for a few hours and just, like, chat shit with me means that I'm gonna definitely try and make it worth your while. Time is an incredibly valuable currency. That's why I only play one gacha. I think once Nintendo swayed off from E3 and did their own thing, it slowly killed it. I don't like full-on reaction channels. It's just like either overreactions or nothing. That's why I try to stick to my niche. If I'm gonna be reacting to something, I'm gonna be talking about something that I know about, which is character design in my case. Which is currently Zenless. Yeah, Zenless is the gacha I'm currently playing. Oh my god! Children, why is this so big? Isn't your tree growing a little too quickly? Isn't it great? It's coming along really nicely. Child? I have a bad feeling about this. Let's chop some of it down and use it as firewood. I agree. Oh, you're back! We don't know how those genetically modified plant came to be. We should dispose of it as soon as possible. No! I worked so hard for it to get to this size. All you did was water it a couple of times. You think that this can grow all the way to the Heavenly Palace? They say that those living in the Heavenly Palace eat magic peaches that let you live forever. Don't believe those baseless fairy tales. And everyone thought I was nuts when I told them the real world lay outside the village. Don't worry, Swashon. When I find the magic peaches, I'll be sure to pick some to try for you to try too. Just don't cause any trouble. What's up, YouTube? Today I'm reading nothing but comics. There we go. Like, comics is also another thing that I have expertise in. Just don't read Nazi for comics live on stream.
What?
Careful, this is a Yinglong egg. The embryo has already formed. If you don't chew it thoroughly, it might bite your tongue off. Don't worry, my tongue's tougher than my teeth. Nom nom. Interesting. Like a mix of eggs and meat. It's also been soaking day in and day out in the chemical fertilizer area. If you eat it, you're theoretically... Meat's fragrant, bones are crisp, and that's aftertaste is... Oh, that's weird. My tongue's getting numb. Oh, he's fine. I thought a beautiful place like this would be just nice to live in. Turns out it's all just appearances. What? The Four Seasons Pavilion isn't lacking in... I have tasted everything I could get my hands on, and nothing tasted any good. I also thought I could get a clean break from the village, but now you got that kid Schwan running around and causing a ruckus. And then there's a talking shadow called Abacus. He won't let me start a fire, and he won't even let me dig holes in the ground. He's such a nag. If you don't like it here, you can always go back to Peach Blossom Village. I'd still rather stay here, better than living with those insufferable idiots. He got high off a fetus, he's fine. He's totally gonna eat the kid. No! That embryo is safer to eat than the peanuts they serve at bars. He's not going to eat the child. Hentai review sounds hilarious. We could do that for Patreon or channel members. I mean, I don't think YouTube would allow it, but Patreon would. I'm Mexican, I eat carnitas, I fear nothing. Stomach of steel. All hentai reviews in a nutshell would be, wow, this would have been really cute if this wasn't just all grape. Yep! Okay, Burple, my man. Like, Burple gets it. Like, that's the thing with most hentai, right? Since most hentai is of the very non-con variety, it's not super fun to read sometimes. Jesus Christ, Purple. He's not wrong. Like, that is actually true with most hentai, is that it's just very, you know, of the grape variety. Go away. Oh yeah, I feel that, yeah. So like, there's a reason why I don't read too much hentai anymore. I have like 3 or 4 artists that I go to because I love the art style. But even they fall to those stereotypes from time to time. And that's because they're all super non-con, and I'm just like, why? And like, if it's not non-con, it's incest, and I'm just sitting there like, why? Why does it have to be weird, Japan? Why? Watching your Meet the Mercs for TF2 and saw that you were live, just had to join. Hello! Wow, this character design is really sexy and nice boobs. And there's no eyes, faces MC, great. Now I know where this is going. That's why I always try to design men. If I'm doing OC comics, I'm gonna try and make cute men for it. You guys are gonna like the MC for this month's comic. He's a bit of a fuckboy. A little bit. But he's nice. It's really funny because I think it's the first time that I've written a comic where, once you're directly banging one of the antagonists. Oh, Japan. Yeah, no, that's the funny thing. Like, if Japan doesn't have one weird thing, it has another weird thing. And it's like, why? Oh, what the fuck? What is this? What about that Danganronpa one? Oh, that one's done. My lord, have you found anything at the research center? I've been encountering something resembling chunks of flesh. They may be creatures that snuck in from the agricultural zone, but there's no way the facilities were left unguarded. I've never seen anything like this, but I don't think even Gumang would be this demented. Can you check the maintenance logs here? My apologies, but the highest clearance is required to access Research Center. Everything here is completely classified. Fine, I'll just have to deal with whatever's happening after I take over. Of course, but please pay attention to your well-being. Feel free to return to this Four Seasons Pavilion whenever you're feeling too stressed. I don't have time for that. I'm hanging up. Fan art wise too, it's like, hey, here's a cute girl with nice big boobs, and there's a dog slash horse. Great. Oh my god, yeah. Bye. What now, Burble? What he wrote? It's cool seeing not safe work artists breaking into mainstream comic or vice versa. Like Jean Martell, who's done a lot of covers for comics like She-Hulk, also drawn Final Fantasy VII, Spy Family, and CSM. Oh shit. Most, oh, that's gross. Believe it or not, most well-known mangakas have drawn not safe for work at least once. Okay, so you can't kill it. Ew. Fascinating. Like, there are normal doujinishis out there, but you have to look for them, mama. Yeah, it's not the norm. Thanks so much for the follow. Okay, so this wall of flesh is not going down without a fight. There's some good hosts out there. Yeah, like mine. Go read mine. Do you want like 60 comic books? Check out Patreon right now. And I make a little bit of everything, too. If you can still get freaky and intense, but just put extra efforts into emphasizing that both parties are into it, and they're not related. Thanks so much for the follow. Okay, where are we? Oh, ew. Are these people? That is okay. I don't want to know. Ew. Thanks so much for the follow. He's fine. No, let him out. No. That's something about art school. It requires you to draw a naked person. Awkward. It's not awkward at all. Like, I had some figure drawing classes in college. It's really not that bad. It's similar to seeing a naked body at med school. Everyone there is being super professional about it. No one's being like, horny. They will kick you out of the class. Like, if you can't look at a naked body and not be a fucking 15-year-old boy about it, you're not allowed in. They not only kick you out of class, you get expelled. You get out of there. We need more of that chill approach to nudity. When it comes to artwork, I think that that's the best approach you can take. Did they kick anyone out of your school for that? No, my teacher was a hard ass, right? So as soon as like he was like, okay, we're gonna have models coming in next class, and I'm gonna warn you people now, if anybody is remotely inappropriate towards them or like they get super immature, just don't come in. And since this guy was, like, one of those teachers that was very much known for being very no-nonsense, everybody took him seriously. I recall that in college. After the first session, you get used to it and just work on the RPs. Yeah. For me, that was kind of like what the deal was. It takes a lot of courage and patience to be a life model like that. They get paid really well. How do I get access to your Discord server? Through Patreon. You can join at any tier, and if you ever leave Patreon for any reason, I won't kick you out. It's an age verification thing. I need to make sure that everyone in there is over 18. Hi. I'm just between students desperately avoiding forming a stiffy. No one gets hard from drawing the models in life drawing class. Like, I'm sorry to destroy some fantasies here, but no one gets hard from that. Literally no one. It's one of the most professional scenarios you will ever be a part of as an art student. Yeah, because again, you're trying to learn how to draw something. It makes you angry. Ooh. If the blood goes to the brain because you're trying to get the shape right. My favorite thing about modeling class was always learning how to doing gestures. It was like, I shit you not, it was like 30-second illustrations. Just get the shape right. I love gestures. Gestures are some of the first things I do if I'm designing a character. You're way too busy drawing to get hard. Yeah, you don't pop a stiffy. And believe it or not, chat, it's most of the models you get, at least in my school, they're not like super model pretty, it's just normal people, because the more attractive the model, the more they have to get paid. One of my friends used to get in trouble in class because she would never draw the penis, right? Never draw the ween. And the teacher was like, sweetie, you have to draw it too. And she was like, I can't. Like, I guess she did get shy about it. And I was like, hey, no, I have a hack for you. Draw the ween first. Because believe it or not, the anchor point for a lot of 3D modeling is the pelvis. If you're gonna make a skeleton for an animation, the pelvis is your anchor. And in men, that's kind of where like your center of gravity is a little bit above that. So I was just like, draw the ween first, and then just draw the body like around it. Make it like a flower, make it come out of the ween. And she was like, you're insane. I was like, yeah, but like I was able to finish my piece and I didn't get in trouble because I did not draw, because I drew the penis. So make your choice. Which way, Western man? Are you gonna draw the ween or not? Penis swapping. I'll always bring up me editing the Pink Thing audio and being more concerned about the audio quality from the sex of his. Yeah, I didn't get it turned on at all while I was recording that. I was just like, does this sound nice? When you're in a professional setting, you don't really think about those things. It's not like, a lot of people are like, do not say for artists get like duber horny when they're working on their stuff. No. What did you guys draw other than models? We made a sculpture of one of the models as well. Thanks so much for the follow. And it was mainly life drawing and doing gestures for objects as well. That BJ's too scuffed. That doesn't sound good. I didn't actually draw any not-safe work until college, so yeah. And it's always so funny when I like run into old friends for college and they're like, oh yeah, I follow your Twitter, and I'm like, oh no. It doesn't bother me at all, but it does make me laugh because they're like, I saw a Persona 5 piece, nice. One of my friends is like a huge Makoto fan, and he was like, I like this set. I assume drawing an uncut ween is easier than drawing a cut ween. They both have their challenges. I I'll be honest, I don't think I could do the modeling thing unless I was uber desperate. Know that if you do decide to pursue it, though, it's really not that awkward. Was it the MILF Makoto? No, I haven't asked if he saw that one. I don't tend to ask my friends, hey, did you see the thing? Medicinal brews can have miraculous effects on fitness. Perfect for martial art practitioners like you. Remember what I said? No poison, no brew. Where would I find poison? I don't think about it. Don't think about it too hard. A lot of things in this world are poisonous. Only they won't be sitting out on the street. You'll need to explore more dangerous or secretive places. Okay, I'll try my best to find some. But I can't gauge toxicity. Don't blame me if you accidentally poison yourself. Rest assured, the poison I've taken exceeds the number of times you've spoken in your whole life. Uncut is easier because there's less details and shapes need to be designed. The little hood thing can be surprisingly annoying. The science of drawing a ween! I brought you a storybook. Yay! This doesn't look like a storybook at all. This is what I used to read all the time. This volume left a particularly strong impression on me. The author describes teleological applications in such interesting ways. Whoa, all these words and hardly any pictures. Did you really read this whole thing? Didn't you do more interesting things when you were a kid? Did you ever play with your neighbors? What are you implying? I had lots of friends. I just liked reading more. What is it about? The diagrams look like a bunch of weird lines and circles. Teleology is the basis for all modern Solarian technology. We use it to issue instructions to machines and build all sorts of complicated systems. It's like a language we use to talk to machines. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah. You don't look that interested. It's not that I don't like it. It's okay, you don't have to force yourself. Teleological theory and application doesn't sound like something a child would like anyway. I'll give it a try. What a good sport. Good. You should skip the introduction and go straight to chapter 5 to learn the symbols. Once you have that down, go back and start from chapter 1. Ugh, so many words. Can I draw pictures for it? Really gonna have to hop off. My brain is fried and all my joints hurt right now, so have a good one. Alright, have a good rest. Guys, don't talk about dick cheese in chat. What's wrong with you? Things? No. Bad. Bad monkey. Burple. Who started? Was it Burple? Burple, was it you? No. I see the message. Bad monkey. You started. I was talking about ween anatomy. Burple's the one that brought up dick cheese. Time out, Burple. I can't. He's a mod. Actually, no, I can, but, like, mods can time each other out. You can unmod him, right? I don't want to go through the entire process of remodding him. Ripple, time yourself out. Yeah. Is it that complicated? Not really, no. It's just not something that I want to do when I'm live. You can put Burple in the corner. Burple, go to the Burple corner. You guys have no idea how excited I am to get a new stove. Like, holy shit, I'm such an old woman. Like... Ya soy doña. Like, estufa nueva, qué emoción. Mainly excited to be able to do some more meal prep that's not just grilled meat and that's it. So I can be able, I'll be able to make like rice and pasta and stuff that I actually really like too. Although I'm not above getting a rice cooker. What's the first thing you're gonna cook? Probably gonna grill some fish. Although here in Spain, they don't call them estufas, they call them kitchens. They're not stoves, it's called a kitchen, una cocina. Doña Lili. You know how old? You know you're old when you're excited for kitchen appliances. I am! I need to get an air fryer next. But the kitchen is the whole area, not in Spain. La cocina is the thing you fucking cook on. No, I'm not a grandma yet. You need to call in a priest in order to exercise the old oven. No, the guys who are gonna bring in the new stove have to deal with that. Las estufas son para calentar las casas. Las cocinas para cocinar. En México, la estufa es para cocinar. You have any kids? Not yet. I do want at least one, though. Why is there a priest for your stove installation? It's so it doesn't explode the house. Rice cookers seem to be very convenient, though. You can make a lot of shit in a rice cooker. Are you gonna call in a priest to exercise your place? No! It's not haunted! Thanks so much for the follow. It's not haunted. Well, I did kind of had sleep paralysis where I felt like I was levitating, but that's just me. It's not haunted. Oh god! Well, you have a rotom in your stove. No. Don't touch me! No! Stop touching me. Stop it. Go away. Are you sure? Yes! Oh, I would not wish sleep paralysis on anyone, I remember. But this one was a cool sleep paralysis because I felt like I was levitating. My lord, something's not quite right. According to the data Mystic Nymph sent back, the maintenance records for these zones haven't been updated in a while. The extent and impact of any damage is uncertain, but...
Be gone!
Why can't I hear your voice here, Yi? Are you inside the green ball? Ugh. How impudent. You mustn't speak to Lord Yi in such a manner. Stop. Do not touch that wire.
Huh?
The green ball just told me you're visiting a farm. Who's that bird lady? Is she your friend? No, she and I are students of the same mentor. Friend isn't the right word for her. If you were classmates, why would you not be friends? I know, it must be because your mentor picked favorites. Not at all.
Huh?
Who was more talented? You or her? Hard to say, but we'll know soon enough.
Oh!
Are you guys going to complete? What's the punishment for losing? Death! That's enough. Lordy is very busy. We mustn't hold him back. Apologies, my lord. Ronchuan hangs out here and refuses to leave. However, as he's an esteemed guest, I have been conversing with him. Just make sure he stays inside. I will keep an eye on him. If there's any new developments, I will contact you again, my lord. Gumang is exceedingly shrewd. Please exercise caution. Are you sure the ghosts are not trying to get you, Lily? Yes, I'm sure! It's kind of fire to live in a haunted house. It's not haunted! Alright, I'm ready for whatever horrible boss is gonna get thrown at me this time. Is our character male or female? Yi is a dude. Hello! Why the holdups? Did you stop to smell the roses? I thought you of all people don't like to waste time. She's pussy out. But enough about that. I knew this day would come. The others may not have noticed, but when I first laid eyes on you, I knew that you would become. I knew what you would become. Ideologically bankrupt, impulsive, and self-righteous. It was only a matter of time before you turned against our noble endeavor. Was upending the truth part of this endeavor? Does that make it right to manipulate and deceive the entire world? Ew. Ew! Mom! Ew! Ew! Mom! You see, that is the difference between you and me. Did you know that farmers in the Tian Shan Mountains spend thousands of years domesticating and genetically modifying these delicious octoberries? Evolutionary pressures pushed wild octoberries to the brink of extinction, but we saved it. To put it another way, the entire species was saved through our intervention. And your point is? Don't you understand? Octoberries, eighth men, even our fellow Solarians. They all need greenhouses and incubators. Sacrificing a little freedom and yielding to your superiors is the path to a perfect society. What's wrong with a little lie? The truth is, the weak fear the truth and cannot make choices for themselves. Pussy out. Well, you're only nominating others for your own pleasure.
Oh?
Dominating? No, I am protecting. Those that are capable create order. That is my duty as a soul. If only everything went according to plan. My plan. Doesn't it get tiring? Let it go already. Silence. You messed everything up. You ruined my immaculate plans. If Aegon had chosen me back then, we would not be in this situation. Forget it. This talk is going nowhere. You know, I'm actually grateful for your disturbance. It's not every day that one gets to swat a particularly pernicious pest like you. Law of the jungle, survival of the fittest. Let's settle this in the most primitive way. A madrazos! Show me! Pussy out, dude. Control system activated. Beast, heed my orders. This time exterminate him for good. You can tell that she modified those legs onto herself. She wasn't a bird before. I think Solarians are mostly cats. I like that we're not fighting her directly. I don't want to kill her. She seems great. Alright, let's figure this one out. Oh! She got muscle zombie. She got us a lot of things. But we have to make it through the zombies before we get to fight her. There she is. Can I hit her? Yes. So, like, from what I'm getting from Gumong is that she genetically altered herself. Like, she actually fucked up her own legs to get that form. She wasn't a bird before. Not just that, either. Like, she just seems to like to fuck with things, in general. Are we fighting the feed boss? Yes, kind of, I think. Ooh. The trick to this is just to knock out one zombie at a time, get her to come down, ring her bell, and then fuck her shit. I'm guessing this is gonna have like 2 phases at least, though. Kofu had 2. I really hope that she doesn't die, though. I really like her vibe. Oh, I'm out of heals. Alright, let's just fuck it up! Thanks so much for the follow. I think the eyes are from those weird flesh plants we saw earlier. Yeah, but like, it's still gross. You used to die because nobody who uses zombies is good. True. I might die first, though. All of these bosses have had a pretty unique gimmick so far. Did that work? No bell! Control relinquished. Oh no. Oh geez, that's graphic, mama. man, this is not good. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, the legs have come off. Damn it all. I had everything planned out. After Aegon found the cure, I was gonna rebuild Penglai. Cure? Sowing, plowing, irrigating, fertilizing. It would take less than a millennium to re-establish a livable ecosystem for our Solarian kin. We were supposed to survive. Why did it end up like this? Okay, so this is post-apocalyptic for Solarians. What can you hope to achieve? Can you even hope to achieve anything? Those are questions you should be asking yourself. What are you staring at? Kill me. Mama. No. I've truly been enlightened by your fascinating ideology. To think that's needed is just a sacrifice from a little freedom. Time to practice what you preach. Oh shit! No, he's awful. Brain control, wave control activated. Oh shit. Yi? Holy shit. Damn you. That is horrifying. That is... what should we do next? Well, there you go, Lily. She didn't die. Yi is kind of ruthless. Jesus. Don't laugh. She does deserve it, but oh my god. They look like they're crying, because they are. They're modified ape men. Like, this game has no chill. I think the Divs did a horror game before this. They did. Yeah, they did. That is dark as fuck. Well, is she dead? Unfortunately not. Ready to eat rations. Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Shwan. Just add water to it and it becomes food. So from what I'm getting, this is post-apocalyptic for them. Something happened to the Solarians that made it so, like, this world is completely fucked. He probably wishes she was dead. No mercy for the wicked. This game has no chill. I kind of love it. I wasn't expecting it to be this story heavy. Oh, see, she used to be a cat. All of the Solarians are cats. So hungry. So cold. Join us. Only the counter can turn your ideals into reality. Well done, my children. Work hard and I'll let you live longer than the others. God, Jesus, she's awful. This way, you'll always be at my side. Okay, so she does like them. Ish, kind of. She is, she's a lot. Work the fields alongside the people. That way no one in all of Penglai will ever go hungry again. She started out with good intentions, but sadly... Thanks so much for the follow. She's become wicked, yes. This isn't Earth. No, they kidnapped a lot of humans from Earth and they brought them here. A soul seal that is the greatest symbol of power on the council and a key to unlock the council code. It's soul's proof of authority. Gumang's soul seal containing the character Yin. Yi signifies equality. Yeah, like, she started out with really good intentions, but, not no mores. I wonder if you go back if she's still there. I'm really curious. Because, like, with her injury, she's gonna die eventually. No, she's gone. Like, with the injuries she sustained, she's absolutely gonna die eventually. Bye! And now there's two Jiangxi on the loose. It's okay, they will also... Their life support systems won't last forever. But yeah, I think these devs made a horror game before this, and it shows. It can get very, very violent. I think this... What's this game's rating? Probably mature. Still fucked up. Oh, very. Rated T. How is this rated T? Rated T for trauma. I mean, no boobs showing. She was pussy out, though. It really is too bad what happened to her. Yee's kind of ruthless. He had to get the thing, though. Yeah, he could have just killed her, though. I guess after what he went through, he probably has, like, no sympathy for them. Oddly enough, M only seems to kick in whenever there's anything sexual in play. I think you're right. In Interstellar Civilization, they could have taken Earth livestock, but they chose humans. That's because humans are smart. Like, you can teach humans to do a lot of things you can't really teach animals to do, if that makes sense. For how biologically squishy we are, we make up for it in being incredibly intelligent. And I think that would be very valuable to a civilization like the Solarians. I thought they just took humans for food. I think they used them for labor as well. Yeah, because ripping out spines, just gut spilling and blood flowing is okay. But tits or having forbidden genitalia are shown. Banned, not allowed. Kind of weird if you ask me. It's always been that way. It's very strange. I agree. I think the thing that should be taboo is violence, not sex. But, you know, that's kind of how the world works at the moment. Odd. Earth is safe from necromorphs only because One Piece is not finished. I've never even touched it. Oh. Blue steel. Oh god. If there's actual sex involved, it's rated A. What was the rating for Baldur's Gate M? From what I gather, rated A games are actually banned on Twitch. Nine souls. What happened to the other 8? We're getting rid of them. A is really rare, though. Yeah, I think that A ratings are very, very, very rare. Those are the ones that are dead-ass just porn games or, like, actually gambling. Thanks so much for the follow. The reason violence hasn't and will never be banned is because it's easier to recruit people into the military if they're desensitized to violence. That seems a little conspiracy theory. I think for some reason we have more hang-ups about sex. One of the souls is chilling though. Oh, Kafu's having a good time. If Gumang had not been a bitch, he would have been invited to the party. Pretty sure most stores don't even host A-rated games. You'd be right, I think. Oh! Whoops. It's true that the US does have a lot of milk for the military, though, which probably does violence ratings being softened. Have to go all the way back. Hold on, let me go grab my tinfoil hat. No! And it's so easy to fall for conspiracy bullshit nowadays, too. Thank you, internet! And yeah, if you want some fun with the AO rating, just remember the massive clusterfuck that was the GTA San Andreas hot coffee controversy. I should play GTA 5. You guys know that I'm playing it for that one cutscene, right? Do you guys know exactly the cutscene that I'm talking about? That's the only reason I want to play GTA 5. Because we're gonna play GTA 6 probably, because there's usually a campaign, but like, I want to watch, I can play that cutscene, but like, I want to fucking play the game so I can get the moment organically. You know the one. It's always so funny to watch, like, Asian VTubers and streamers go through that scene and then quote it exactly, and I'm just like, oh no. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Have you guys ever seen, like, the actual VAs recreate the scene? It's so funny. Yee ass haircut. I use yee ass all the time. Yee ass is one of my favorite phrases. I use it all the time. Do you have any idea how little it narrows it down? It's yee ass haircut. That's my favorite scene ever on the like, it's my favorite meme on the internet, I think. Just don't say the big word, Lily. Don't say the no-no word. Is it okay if you're quoting a scene? Somehow I think that would be fine, especially it's not hard R anyway, but like I'm still not gonna do it, right? Like, huh. Thanks so much for the follow. But like I think that if you're quoting a scene, it's fine. I'm not gonna do it, obviously not. There's no reason for me to use that word in my day-to-day vernacular. I just find that scene in particular to be very, very funny. Although yee ass haircut is my favorite phrase. People would cut that voice clip and use it out of context. Probably, yeah. I don't know if it's because I'm not American, but I've never used that word. Never. Like, I've never had a reason to, I've never wanted to, I've never been like, ooh, edgy. You're too white, I'm very white. Also, as a non-American, that word means very little to me. Thanks so much for the follow, so like, I don't really get why you would use it. Most Americans don't either. Oh, it looks like a board game. A Solarian artifact that can be gifted to the fetus. It comes with a complete set of Tiankun pieces. The game originated from the Chan Kingdom and is known as the oldest strategic board game in Penglai. Cool. Which word? N-word. Lily's my favorite whitezican on the internet. You know what? You're saying that halfway as a joke, but I am a bit of a whitezican. Like, if someone calls me, oh my god, there's a whitezican. Yeah, a little bit. Like, have you met my family? They're there. My family is whitezican. Whitezican, 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 whitezican.
There was a rock band DLC years back that had Lizzo's Juice, and she says that lyric in the song. And if you were singing vocals, that word comes up on there. So if you want a full score...
Oh no. Oh no. You don't eat Mexican food. I like Mexican food though. I don't eat Mexican food because I don't have any here. Non-American means like 98% of the world. But yeah, whitezican, it's supposed to be like an insulting way to call someone not a real Mexican, but mama, I am white and I'm a Mexican. I don't get where the insult is. Soy fresa, un poquito, eso sí. I mean, of course I am, I'm pink, but... I am, I think, considered sometimes to be the Valley Girl equivalent of a Mexican person. My sister more than me. According to hubby, though, the accent comes out when I get, like, really annoyed. Hello, fetus.
No silent.
You're finally back. The performance can't start without an audience.
Huh?
What performance? The sheet music. You said to play something for you, so I practiced a lot. Oh yeah, of course. I remember. I like how Yi has adopted a child. You probably thought I wouldn't be able to handle it. Thanks so much for the follow. I thought you picked it up on a whim. No way, I practice it every day. Getting used to the new Solarian fingering wasn't easy. Please don't call it that. I can vouch for Schwan's daily practice. He's quite talented. Thank you for the follow. What's weird about this piece is the more you want to play well, the worse it sounds. Ooh, any musical instrument ever is like, oh, you want to play good? Don't even fucking try to play good. It will sound like shit. It's almost like I need to just relax and accept it. Accept the Solarian fingering? We're calling it that? Yeah. Well, let me demonstrate. Phrasing, the finger blasting. Stop! Things, no. Also, I like that Abacus can hang out in cat form if he wants to. Oh, my tea's cold now. I hate this weather. Everything gets cold so quickly. Ooh, nothing out of tune. What do you think, Yi? Was it good? Your new model is cute and it's different. I like it. What are you supposed to be? Yi, this character. Oh my god, no, don't do that. Jesus. Opened, no. Yi, don't tell me you weren't listening. Was I really that bad? It doesn't look like you enjoyed it. No, not at all. It was great. That familiar sound and tune, as it's as if she was standing right here. You didn't enjoy the fingering. Who do you mean? Abacus, keep a lid on it. Mercy, my lord. Please forgive my impulsiveness. Did you finish converting the score? Yes, I have uploaded to your database. Let's leave it at that for now. Remember to stow the flute away when you're not using it so it doesn't get damaged by accident. Can I continue using it? I already gifted it to you. Oh, thank you, Yi. No, hubby came up behind me and stuck his cold-ass hand down my neck. Do not do that. Go away. He's that type of person that, like, I'm minding my own business. I'm working. I'm cozy. I'm wearing, like, 2 sweaters. And he will stick his cold, fucking ratty-ass hands down my sweater and make me screech. Because he says that I'm always warm, but, like, he's a fucking lizard or something. It's so cold. My lord, I suggest going to the western part of the central core first. The transmutation factory and the warehouse zone are currently managed by Jianquan and Jianlao, respectively. The factory emits massive waves of deadly heat radiation while it's operational. Forgive my incompetence, but I have not yet found a way to relieve the heat waves. As for the westernmost warehouse zone, there might still be opportunities to exploit it. But that is only my best guess based on incomplete data.
Okay.
A report for you, my lord. During our last call, the anomalies in New Kunlun's operations were mentioned. After a thorough investigation, I believe there is something fishy about this situation. Currently, several facilities on this island, including the greenhouse, have seemingly been abandoned. Under normal circumstances, the automatic maintenance system should still be in operation, even during hibernation periods. The facilities are abandoned, but the guards are still patrolling? What's the reason behind that? That is currently unclear, but there is, as of now, no order to speak off on this island. I mean, you drew him as a snarky Emmet cat with glasses. I did, but, like, his hands are so cold, I hate it. Your avatar is so expressive. Thank you. I'm gonna make it more expressive. I've been working on it. Yi, how did your match with the bird lady go? I'm pretty sure I won. I don't think it matters who wins or loses. I just hope that you're still on good terms. Yeah, sure, let's leave it at that. Did you make up? We don't tell the child what we did to her. Care for some dessert? Dessert? Are you talking about this hard, dry biscuit? Oh, it smells nice and sweet, with a hint of tea, too. The one you're holding was the most sought-after bubble milk tea-flavored ration. Why would you turn it into bricks? Do you not like having normal food? This is an emergency ration. It's meant to be portable in critical situations. Are there other flavors? Are there ones with fish in it? There are quite a few choices, but everyone has their own favorites. I prefer the savory ones because they pair well with alcohol. What are you doing? Wow, it's so tough. The old people with bad teeth in our village won't be able to eat this at all. You don't gnaw on it. You're supposed to soak it in hot water. Huh? Does it have to be hot water? If I didn't boil any water, would cold water work? It will, but it won't taste very good. You're holding the very last box of bubble milk tea rations. You have no idea how valuable it is. There's only one box left, then I'll hold on to it for now and wait for a special occasion to enjoy these rations. More expressive, the avatar can now crawl out of the screen. About as expressive as I can make it as a PNG. Wow, you got me a stone grilling plate. This is a board used to play Qiankun. Qiankun. It's an ancient strategy game. We use it to model the order of the universe. The pieces represent different celestial bodies, and as the game develops, it reveals a complex web of balance and opposition in nature. Ooh, dork. Every move affects the entire board around it. It's just like how every one of our actions can affect others. Wow, sounds complicated. It will seem difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be hooked by its intricacies. This is a great game for developing your logical thinking. You are now a father. I don't really understand when you put it that way. Can we just start playing? No, you don't even know the basic layouts. Oh, I forget it. Thanks so much for the follow. You have a really big home. No wonder you kept complaining about the size of our village. What, New Kunlun? No, I wouldn't consider this place home. It's not? Then where did you come from? Remember those bedtime stories I used to tell? We Solarians, like those stories, all come from a planet called Penglai. On that planet was a small nation named Gia. That's where I call home. Oh, so the stories about those huge pools of water were true? They're called oceans, and I was born not too far from one. In fact, we used to joke about landlubbers like you. That's not my fault. I had nowhere to practice. So the place you grew up in was even bigger than here? That's nice. The Peach Blossom Village wasn't even big enough to have a pond. Your ancestors actually came from a planet just as large as Penglai. It didn't have as much water as Penglai, but it was still covered in it. Really? Then why did everyone move to this tiny place? There was a situation in which we had to leave Penglai. As for the ape men, that's a long story for another time. Can you not say? Does it have to do with why you were injured? Does it have to do with why you want revenge?
Huh?
Revenge? Who told you that? It was Kwafu. I'm just trying to pursue justice for my people and to unmask those villains for all to see. Villains? What did they do? Pay attention to the game. How did you make your Fluff's master speak? Oh, I actually fully lip sync this model, and it's tied to my microphone, so whatever syllable I say, the model repeats. Wah! When did all my pieces disappear? Did you really think those questions would be enough to distract me? I guess that backfired. Qiankun is so hard. Is there any way I can beat you? Who knows? Not knowing makes it worth pursuing. That is amazing. Yeah, I took a hot minute to fully lip sync this model, and I will do it for the next one I make for myself as well. You got your hands on Gumang's seal? I know she's despicable, but you really didn't need to finish her off like that. Oh, finally someone's fucking giving me shit for being an axe wound. Thank you, Kwafu. Thanks so much for the follow. How many syllables? There is 10. Do you think that what I did was wrong? Yes! I wouldn't say that, but we all did used to work together. I guess I'm a little sympathetic. So do you think people she persecuted deserved it? No, you really needed to do that, trust me, Luli. Oh. He probably wanted to fuck her. Opinion invalidated. Ugh. There's 10 mouth shapes you have to use for a lip sync like this. A-E-E, U-O, and a bunch of others. I don't remember the exact ones. I have them in my model, but I don't know them by memory. It's going good. Have you seen Murder Drones, by the way? No, not yet. I guess it's like stop motion. Every bit of animation is like stop motion. Stop motion is just a technique to basically take a picture of each frame. Ancient Ballad. This is the main melody from an ancient ballad taken from Daybreak Tower. It has endured the passage of time, and each note contains stories and secrets from the ancients. Ooh. Ooh. Ancient cave painting. Poem on the genesing of Fusong. Fusong, the soul's spear, in its sorrow and compassion, descends granting us life's vigor. The primordial roots, also known as Fusong, is the oldest plant on our mother planet, Penglai. It feeds on light and reaches across all islands and land masses. Since prehistoric times, Solarians have been inseparable from the roots. It provides shelter for sleeping and food for warmth. On Penglai, civilizations arose wherever the tree thrived. So he planted this one, I think. Thank you for explaining. You're welcome. I always like to talk about how my model works, because I know it's a little bit different from your standard VTuber. The game has really good animations. So far, though, the thing that has surprised me the most, in a good way, is the story. You made this one yourself, right? The talents. I did. I made every asset for this stream except for my background when the stream starts, and my music was made by myself. Could you play TF2 on stream at some point? Maybe. Yeah, I made all my emotes, I've made all my animations, my models, my layout. My background was made by Omorphia over on Twitter, they're lovely. And my music was made by Gray for the first track you guys hear when my stream starts, and Color Guys for the second. You make music? No. I had the tracks commissioned. You compose? No, I did not make the music for myself. I used to compose when I was in like high school, but very, very simply. I didn't really have time to pursue music, sadly. No, I did not make the intro music. It was made by Colorgeist. And Grayson was the one who made the first track you guys hear when the stream starts. I really want to learn how to read sheet music properly. Did you watch Meet the Power after stream so you could easily tell what to see it with music as intended? Yeah, I did. I'm working on making a PNG tour model for myself, so these are really useful notes. You don't need to make one nearly as complicated as mine. This one has a lot of stuff. Thanks so much for the follow. I've always wanted to ask, do you have a favorite Pokemon? If so, you're planning to do something special for the decks. My favorite Pokemon is Screamtail, so it's a long way away from what I'm doing right now, Musu-wise. What's in the future for content you'll be streaming? Right now, I want to finish Nine Souls, Mario and Luigi Brothership, and Metaphor. And after that, I don't know, I'll have to check what games are coming out soon. I don't think that there's anything really huge on the horizon gaming-wise for a little bit. But normally I try to play like 3 games a week, and then on Sundays I'll do just chatting and reacting to stuff and talking about character design. The bulk of my content is made in Sunday streams, the stuff that I post on YouTube, fun fact. I should play Yakuza at some point, it's really funny. But I think the next game on my docket is gonna be Pokemon Gen 3. I'm gonna need it. I make it a habit to play every gen before I start working on the next decks. Auras or Emerald? I think I'm gonna go with Auras. Will you do a Nuzlocke for the funsies? I'm going in Dex order, so it depends on when it comes out. Like, right now I'm starting work on Fanfi later this week. The reason I go in Dex order is because if I didn't, I think I would just leave all the ones I don't want to do for last, and then I would just never do them. It's a discipline thing, really. I think he meant the Nuzlocke challenge. I don't know what that is. Honestly, I want to get through the game like a normal person first, and then we'll see. Which one is Gen 3? I don't know. Is it the one with the whale and the fire thing? Land versus water and whatnot? Yes. Where do you get the idea to sexify all the Pokemon from? It's funny because the OG project was not safe for work. So the original project, as you know, was intended to basically be the Dex entries, and that's it. I got the idea because I actually never played Pokemon until I was 24 years old, fun fact, because my mom didn't let me watch Pokemon, and by the time I was old enough to actually want to, like, you know, peruse the games myself, I just did not have interest. So, my friends, including my now husband, who was just like one of my buddies at the time, were like, no. And my roommate gifted me a copy of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and I played it, and I loved it, right? So with that one, I was like, this is really fun, and I think I could do something with this. So I decided to try and make some character designs with Pokemon, and it just kind of snowballed into the project, because it's a good way for me to learn character design while having, while still having something fun to work with. Like, it's still kind of sort of fan art, but not really. But I basically did it as a way to kind of show my love for Pokemon and also learn how to design characters better. And I think with 230 characters under my belt, I'd say I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so we have things. Let me check the music note we just got. I think we need it for this. Lou to make Lily get into Pokemon. No, I got into Pokemon because my friends were like, there's no fucking way in hell that you've never played Pokemon in your whole entire life. Come on, dude, no. So yeah, now we're here. Alright, am I gonna remember all these symbols? Probably not! I did it! Do you know that people who grew up playing Pokemon have a specific part of the brain dedicated to storing that information? I'm not at all surprised. Did the ReZero movie justify your idea that ice shouldn't beat fire? No. It actually made me think, how is this working? Regis, Stravator, Shipfry, Aaron. Yeah, I'm one of those people, right, so, like, I don't have the veil of nostalgia, that most people do when it comes to Pokemon, because I started playing the things when I was 24. So for me, it's really funny to hear people talk about Pokemon with such reverence, and I'm just like, I bet I'll do it later. But I do genuinely enjoy the games as a concept. I really like the designs. I've always liked the designs, which is why I'm working with them at all. I mean, when you play a series since the age of 5, yeah, it might stick with you for life. Did you really play it when you were that bitty? Thanks so much for the follow. Is Lilligoth the one thing that you have to draw and redraw the most? No, believe it or not, I keep my workload pretty varied. I make stuff for Lily on occasion, yes. But other than the occasional model whenever I start a new game, I don't work with Lily that much. I should work with her more. I definitely want to make a second part to the Pink Thing comic. But for the most part, Lily's just like my VTuber that I make assets for on occasion. I need to make her more stuff. So much time, so little time on so much stuff to do. I see that's how you can loot all these characters and not have any issues. It's never bothered me. I mean, I loot Pokemon characters too, and I've played since childhood. Yeah, it's never bothered me either. Like, Pokemon has, like, banger character designs, so that's why I tend to work with them for the most part. I like them. I definitely wasn't expecting the project to get, like, as big as it has, for sure. Thanks so much for the follow. I am 31. No, it's not rude at all. I've never been one to be, like, offended about my age and everything. If anything, I think I am a wise, sage bean. Ugh. Okay, I can't break this. Deleted old. I'm not that old yet, but I am older than most people in this line of work, I would think, yes. Oh. Who's the one with the fat tits? I've always been able to find 9 syllables and consonants for the lip syncing. Is the 10th just having the mouth shut? I think the 10th is like whatever the base mouth shape is. Hags are on demand. I'm not a hag! If anything, I'm in my MILF years. Okay, I see fat tits here. Ooh. This does not at all seem intimidating. Oh, no. Why? Oh, I don't like this. Ah! Oh, something's happening. Oh, no. Ew. Ew! Can I leave? Ah! Stop it. They did make a horror game. Stop it! Stop it! What? Ah! Ah! No! 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 I'm leaving. What the hell was that? Oh, no. Oh, Fat Tits is angry. No, 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 no. Oh, no, I didn't like that at all. Chat. Nev Nightmare. No, I don't like you. Mother, no. Did anything remotely similar to this happen so far? No! Train your courageous heart. No! That was mean. Thank you, game. May I have another? Does it happen again if you try and go back through there? Can we keep advancing? Or, oh yeah, we can. That was awful. Chat. Things, no, it's fine. How do you expect to be scarier games if you can't handle this? I don't! Do I have a gun? Like, because if I have gun, I'm fine. Lily, I actually have a question. I've been friends with a few artists for a while, and about half of them draw not safe work stuff. Thing is, they usually draw it for other people because they see they're kind of like their children, so no gooning it to themselves. Is it the same for you, or do you draw what you're actually into? No, I think that's actually not that's a very toxic way to look at it. If you're drawing not safe for work, it should be something that turns you on. Like, you can make it for other people if you want, but if you're drawing not safe for work and you're not into it, chances are it's not something you should pursue. You need to be more comfortable with your own sexuality, because if you're thinking that, like, oh my god, my artwork is like my children, I will never go into it, like, that's already a problem. You need to not humanize your work that much. It's going to severely limit you in the long run. If I don't get, at the very least, turned on by the idea of the thing that I am working with, I'm not gonna pursue it. You expect to get through scary games with happy fun Jews, emotional support, hubby, and the dog being in arm's reach. Oh, my poor dog. Oh! Yeah, like, it's cool if you like to make presents for your friends and whatnot, but I don't think that you should think that you can only draw not safe for work for other people, because if it's like gooning it to yourself. What about it? Be comfortable with yourself. It's like artistic masturbation in a good way. The problem on people's mind is either I'm indifferent to my artwork or I'm furiously masturbating to my work, and there is no in-between. There is an in-between, and there should be an in-between. Again, I don't goon it to my own work, so to speak, but I do get turned on by what I'm working with. Thank you very much for the follow. That's a fucking sentence to come into the stream, too. How kissable are the enemies? Not very, so far. So far, they're mean. I mean, only the whole art for other people are like comms, and usually they're like characters and series I'm not interested, but whatever. It's stuff I do for me, so fuck yeah. Yeah, if it's stuff you do for you, you would argue that you really have to get turned on for it. That's why I really like working with OC stuff. Does this game have the same difficulty as something like Hollow Knight? I would believe so, yes. It's fairly challenging. What about being into your non-safe for characters, but you can't see them in the finishes that they weren't made for? That's a personal preference thing, and that's fine. Like, there are certain things that I'm not comfortable drawing that other people might be comfortable working with, if that makes sense. It's a very personal thing. When you're making not safe for work, or anything, commissions, work, or just for like your own personal enjoyment, just make sure that you enjoy it. I've joked recently with Hubby that I'm convinced that a lot of the people who run, or rather work in the not safe for work industry, are people who have never had sex before or just do not like it, because it shows. Some of the best artists that I've seen are people who are either in committed relationships, or it shows that they have a lot of experience with sex. Again, that doesn't mean that you have to have sex to make work look good, but it definitely helps to have that frame of reference. If you don't have access to that frame of reference for any reason, watch some amateur porn, research what you're actually going to be working with, because it does show if you don't have any experience with it. And that's why a lot of hentai looks the way it does. Thanks so much for the follow. If you've had sex, it's easier to depict it. It's like simple math. Yeah, usually. If you've done it before, you're usually not gonna have a hard time with it. Cervixes are not meant to be pierced people. No, they are watertight for a reason. But in general, I think that you should just enjoy the thing that you're gonna be working with. So if sex makes you uncomfortable, why would you draw not safe for work? Loki called out all mangakas in existence. I mean, am I wrong, though? Some of the best mangakas that I fucking read, I'm so sure that they're either married or they've had, like, at the very least, one sexual encounter. The mean thing to say is that it's an industry run by fucking virgins and people who hate sex. I'm not saying that, but it definitely does show a lack of experience when most of the stuff you see definitely feels like they've never actually done it or enjoyed it. Or they think that sex is not something to be enjoyed. Sadly, that goes for a lot of women IRL, too, that they think that sex isn't a thing that's supposed to be fun for them, and I'm just like, no. Why would you think that? Oh, the dialogue is funny, though, yes. Oh, Jesus. Alright, go away. It is an assumption. That's why I said that's the mean thing to say. I'm not actually saying that, but I'm definitely thinking that there's some lack of experience here and there. How do you procreate? Is it like a signed agreement under a contract obligation to birth children? No. But sex is enjoyable, and it should be depicted as such for both parties. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's not okay. Oh no. Is that gonna hurt? Funnily enough, artists from past ages used to do female anatomy and sculptures wrong because they actually have never seen a naked woman before, so they just did male anatomy on them. Yeah, it's male anatomy and they added boobs. the same way with a lot of hentai out there. Not that they've never seen women before, because they obviously have. But if you don't have the frame of reference of you've actually done the thing, it's, oh shit! It's very difficult to kind of draw it in a way that is more realistic, I guess. Or that feels more enjoyable. Ow, 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 ow! I went back into our message history and we found that one diamond in the rough hentai, and it has inverted nipples, goddammit. Those are actually real, but they're rare. And apparently they're pretty painful. It's not the cool thing that hentai makes it out to be. Wouldn't artists be able to goon into their own work because they would just be like, this shape is wrong and the titty has wrong shading? I think that most artists don't goon into their work, but it's for reasons like that. You can still be turned on by what you're doing, though. I can't find the clit, my art's screwed. Go look at some pictures. It's allowed. That's why the mentality of don't use references is so toxic, because don't use references gets you shit like nip knots with holes in them. Use references. Or blowjob horse faces. Well, that's just an anatomy thing. It's very difficult to draw a good blowjob. It takes some practice. I blame that on anime facial structures, though. It doesn't particularly have the skeletal or muscular structure to be able to do something like a blowjob without it looking funny. You're either your sexual arrow age, but you totally get how some people do sex, either because cause casual to make a family, but then there's people who despise all notion of sex, and people who do it except for sole purpose of babies and under strict guidelines. Yeah, that's lame. You should absolutely, absolutely have sex if you want to do it. Have you ever had to be your own model when drawing? Oh yeah, lots of times. Almost everything that I've drawn, I've done. Except threesomes, sadly, but I'll get there someday. That's why I want the husband and the wife. Jesus. Does this hurt the wispy? No, inverted is not bad, but sometimes it can hurt. You did draw a dog trio. I did. That one's a foursome, though. Hey, kid, are those bubble milk tea flavored rehydration rations? Yeah, you gave them to me and told me to add hot water to make it sweet. No! Make it sweet? Oh, you ignorant child. Untold numbers of Solarians needed at least 1 cup a day, relying on the sugar in these drinks to nourish their withering souls. Do you need one every day, Uncle Chubby? No, he quit a long time ago. Oh, this travel mug is filled with a drink that only looks like bubble tea. It's been centuries since I last had some real tapioca bubbles. This is probably my greatest regret. If I'm going to die anyways, why not make it a sweeter ordeal? Because you'll get stuck going up the stairway to heaven. Estás gordo, dice. Well, that doesn't matter now. I'll have you know that I tore through half of a new Kunlun without finding a single pack of these. And now you're just going to let a monkey swallow that might be the last pack? This is a disgrace. If you like so much, I wouldn't mind. Oh no, that would not do. I'm an adult. I do not steal snacks from children. It's okay. I probably wouldn't know how to eat it right anyway. No, Yi gave it to you. I really shouldn't. Okay, then I guess I'll... But if you insist, I will humbly accept your offer. Here you go. Now they're besties. Thanks so much for the follow. Want to see? It's a painting I found in an ancient temple.
Huh?
A painting? Sure. I know where we can hang it. Thanks so much for the follow. Should I be looking at this person or this tree? I'm not sure, but that person's probably the Kunlun Immortal.
No.
The Kunlun Immortal? Do you know him? He's just a myth. He's said to have lived for thousands of years, attuning to the Tao in the forest of ancient Kunlun. I've never been one to believe in these made-up folktales, though. Even if the Immortal is fake, the person who painted this is super talented. There was a time when literati fled to Kunlun Island, away from fires of war. The artist might have been one of them. I think he might have actually met the Immortal. That's so awesome. It's all just so simple lines of ink, but why does it look so beautiful? Paintings during the Millennium of Inquiry all looked like that. If this is an original, it would be pretty valuable. Artists don't paint to make money. Speak for yourself, but we don't. Not if you were to ask an antique dealer. Thanks so much for the follow. I like the rotating avatar. Oh, do you like my little baby lily goth? That's what I look like when I'm not shapeshifting into anyone. I put it up there for the Zoomers who need to watch something running to fucking stimulate the ADHD. Also, so you guys could see what I normally look like. Oh boy. Oh god. No! I didn't know you were also reading the YouTube chat. Hi, your art's very pretty. Thank you. I always try and keep an eye on both. I don't read out everything because sometimes I'm like playing the game, so I'm looking at the game screen, but since I'm on the PC, it's a little bit easier. What if you're an artist that wants to make more same-sex relationships, but you're more comfortable with Yuri than yaoi? That's fine. I don't draw a lot of Yuri because it doesn't turn me a lot of yaoi because it doesn't turn me on as much as Yuri, for example. It all depends on your personal preference. Some people like Yuri, some people like yaoi, some people like just straight stuff. Some people are like me and they prefer to draw stuff in threesomes because it's the best of both worlds. Ooh, 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 ooh. Thanks so much for the follow. But yeah, it really depends on what you like. Whoa. Have you ever had a Yuri experience? No, but I really want to. I don't know, I'd rather have it in a threesome, if that makes sense. It's something I would like to experience with my partner, not so much by myself. I've always liked women too, but I've mainly dated men, funnily enough. Like, I've kissed women, I've just never actually boned one. 10 out of 10, by the way, would highly recommend. Lily advocating for traditional marriage. You already have the man and now you need the woman. Look, if it was normal, if it was seen like as a good thing to fucking like have to be in love with two people at once, dude, I'd be all for it. But we live in a society, okay? So I can't have an ub and the wife at the same time. I want to. To be honest, why isn't it normal? Cause monogamous relationships are the norm, I think. Oh! No, hot. Oh god. Y si nos morimos? Okay. Okay, transmutation furnace monitor. Agitators in operation 298. When the transmutation factory is operating, activators activate the furnace core, producing intense radioactive heat waves. Oh, it gives you giga cancer. These target the genetic target inside the furnace, inducing the desired genetic mutations. It is not known who invented transmutation, but the G Kingdom was the first to industrialize the process. Powerful radiation is released during heating, so lingering nearby is strongly discouraged. Polyamorous relationships also require a lot more communication and trust, which is why they're more likely to fail if people rush into them. Oh yeah, like, my one rule of thumb would be, the two people I'm with need to also love each other, not just me. It needs to be, like, completely a three-way relationship. It can't just be, I'm only interested in you and not the other person. It has to be a perfect triangle, if that makes sense. Otherwise, it's not gonna work out. Sir Yi, it has been a while. How fare thee? I'd prefer if you didn't get so intimate after just a few encounters. As an assertion that falls short in these inaccessible wilds, we must cherish every encounter. Besides, to tell the truth, I'm currently in a spot of trouble. Would you be willing to render assistance? With your skills, it should be a walk in the park. I shall eagerly repay the debt when the opportunity arises in the future. Let's hear it. There was once a bridge that connected the Westlands from here. However, it has now been lifted for unknown reasons. I have recently learned that my brother, whom I have been trying to find for many years, resides somewhere across that bridge. I came here in a great hurry, only to sigh in dismay. My hope is that you will be able to lower the bridge and grant me the opportunity to reunite with my brother. If it's on the way, I'll consider it. Of course, I shall be grateful for anything. I shall linger herein. Please spend your heart's content should there be any commerce to conduct. It's why it's easy to imagine a lot of RPG protagonists in poly relationships. Oftentimes they've literally been through hell and back together, like Xenoblade. Like Xenoblade Wave. But this, like, heat stuff is radiation. This is the thing I need to learn how to stop. I was actually thinking Cloud Tifa and Aerith. Perfect, also. Have more faith in you. In me. I do have faith in you. He did say he loved everyone. So basically, you'd have to be Biopan for it to work. Yeah, basically. But that's why it's difficult, is it requires a lot of trust. What did you think about the last boss? I really liked it. The ending was, something. One thing I like about your art is that when it comes to FF free sums, the focus is always on the guy and the gal's enjoyment, as opposed to mainly focusing on the guy. Yeah, I like to draw it in that way, because that's how I would like to enjoy the experience. What if the love between the two of the three was just familiar friends and not romantic? It could work, I guess, but you'd have to communicate a lot more. Thanks so much for the follow. A lot of the times, the reason why poly relationship or open relationships don't work is because someone's gonna catch feelings for another person that is not the person that was in the original relationship. And if you don't communicate that shit, that's it, it's over. That's why it's really hard for people to have open relationships. You need a really, really high amount of emotional maturity to be able to do stuff like that. It's always tricky when, like, they're familiar in a threesome, but it's super easy to accidentally try to incesty stuff. So basically, gotcha protagonist. Yeah. And that's why when, like, you're doing anything that's remotely harem-like, traditionally, all the girls fucking hate each other because they all want the protagonist's dick. But, like, if they liked each other, it would be easy. That's why, like, I'm really sad that 100 Girlfriends is really weird, because it was doing really well until they decided to start adding, like, you know, weird stuff, like lollies and diaper stuff. Because, like, so far it was doing pretty good. The girls all liked each other. Like, Eurosie's Jemmy and Nina, I get why it's not doable to do threesomes of them, because then Patreon would snipe you. There's workarounds. It's a metaphor, Lily. Everything's a metaphor. I've heard stories of people confirming open relationships and then their partners get suspicious of cheating. Again, yeah, if you're cool with an open relationship, you can't get suspicious of cheating. You have to be like, hey, hun, do you have another partner right now? Can you tell me about them? And if you are not cool with hearing that, you're not mature enough for an open relationship. But that's why, for me personally, my type of poly relationship would not be as open. That's another thing about harem animes. You tend to enjoy the girl characters more than, but you could give less of a fuck about the main dude. Why do you guys think I made Orion so pretty? I was like, if I'm ever gonna make a harem anything, I need the MC to be a fucking remarkably unique human being. Oh no. Oh no! No! Like, he can't just be a fucking generic boring dude. Ah! Ah! Has to be an incredibly fucking beautiful man with a particular set of skills. Oh! Oh! And they'll just make, oh, he's nice, so I whip my pussy up for him. No, yeah, actually give them reason to like the guy. You have to be exceptional, yeah. One of my OCs. The only harem protagonist I have in my library of OCs. How am I alive? Like, okay, is he nice, but can I show him a funny meme? If not, I am classic. Yeah, buddy. What do you think of reverse harems? Any good recommendations in that genre, or nothing until now? One of my favorite animes is a reverse harem. I like Oren High School Host Club. I guess it technically counts as one. It's really funny. To be a good harem protagonist, you have to be a god among men. BB, hola. You can tell that these days made a horror game because the sound design for this is also super fucking spooky. If I can't show you a meme to shoot the shit, get the fuck out of my face. What do you mean reverse harem? It's one woman and like 50 dudes. Reverse harem basically means that the protagonist is a woman. In the fanfic, Harry and the ship girls, the members of the various fleets that we see are all into each other and not just the guys. I love a harem and more of a polycule. Polycule is better than harem, I feel. It's harem with extra steps, yes. The girl surrounded by the guy's couch meme. Yeah, buddy! Ow! I'm guessing these are tree roots that are fucked by radiation. Would Konosuba count as a harem anime? Considering the fact that our boy has like no interest about anyone ever, no. Kazuma seems to like not like these girls at all. Like whenever he feels remotely attracted to any of them, they do something stupid and he's like, God damn it. Ooh, a new thing. If Fangshi could have evade attacks in the air, they would put themselves at significantly less risk. Ooh! He described Aqua as too stupid to turn me on. I still think they have great chemistry. I think they have great chemistry because they're both awful people. This is wonderful. This will be useful for moving effortlessly among hordes of combatants. To fly as free as a bird across the sky. That's the appeal of this exquisite technique. Is Konosuba more than just a titty anime? Konosuba's actually a fairly decent comedy. What did you think of the season 3 of Konosuba? Pretty funny, honestly. I always like Konosuba because I think it's hilarious. Have you ever played any of the Fallout games? No. Maybe someday, though. Oh, Darkness is so funny. That. I like Konosuba because it doesn't give a shit, right? Like... It's a perfect parody of the isekai genre, which, thankfully, guys, the evil is defeated. Isekai is dying out. There's barely any isekai animes next season. And the only ones that are left are, like, not the very good ones. So, hopefully the trend is dying. The world is healing. God, I remember, like, the early 2000s. Thanks so much for the follow. Like, the early, like, 2010s, where, like, vampire animes were all the rage. Right now, we're, like, in that phase, but with isekai. It's the dollar store cheap ones that are still being made. Vampire animes? Yeah. There were a lot of those back in the day. There's always fads in the anime industry. I wonder what's gonna be the next one, the next trend. Please be romance. I wonder too, because this stuff tends to be cyclical. I need a new mecha boom. Yeah, give me more Gundam. Bonus points if gay. They are making a new Gundam. Is it gay? Have you seen the preview for the next one? No. But answer the question, things. Is it gay? Ow. We are not sure, actually. I watched Vampire Night back then during my preteens, and let me say, kill my preteen self. No! Vampire Night is fun! Never be ashamed of the cringe you consumed during middle school and high school, alright? It's a part of you. It's a formative experience. Thanks so much for the follow. I read Twilight, all of it, and I liked it. Fuck you, chat. It's a part of me. Dungeon Fantasy because of Dungeon Meshi, probably. Do you still like it? Yeah, it's fine. I am convinced that if teen girls like anything, the universe immediately decides that we all hate this now. I'm doing good, thank you. I didn't read 50 Shades of Grey. I did read Twilight though, all of it. Not true, Mean Girls is good at. I love Mean Girls. Movies that I 1,000,000,000% do not regret making my husband watch. Mean Girls is just one of those movies that you have to see it. It's the type of humor that you could never get away with doing nowadays, but boy, is it funny. Like White Chicks. Dude, White Chicks is not a movie you could make nowadays. Objectively one of the best comedies I've ever seen, but yeah, no. Ow! White Chicks is a classic. Hold My Poodle is something I quote to my sister on the regular. Get in, loser, we're going shopping. I still quote that one. Please bring back senseless offensive comedies. I think that shit's gonna come back. When it comes to humor, when it comes to everything, there's always a pendulum swing. And the pendulum swing, right up until recently, had been very much towards the more politically correct humor. We don't want to offend anybody. But now, I think it's starting to swing back, where edgy humor is probably gonna come back, but maybe not as, like, overt. I think there's nothing wrong with edgy humor so long as it's not, like, directed in a way that's meant to offend a specific person or group of people. Panty and stalking, hopefully. I hope that panty and stalking is the beginning of the pendulum swing right back into fucking edgy humor. Yeah, if it's not mean, it's fine. Yeah, like, within reason, it's fine. So long as it's, like, not mean-spirited, you're not insulting or trying to offend anyone specifically, I don't see the issue. Like the Return of Filthy Frank and Whitest Kids, you know? Yeah, something like that. I don't think it's ever gonna go back to being as overt as it was when the internet was a lawless place, but it's definitely gonna swing back around to being a bit more edgy. I fucking despise people who refuse to take a joke. Well, if it wasn't a joke because I didn't laugh. Like, okay, douchebag, I know you're not fun. Fuck off. Evacuation notice for minors. This is your final warning. Evacuate immediately. The Kunlun Fang Shi Guild protects the sacred land. Defiance will result in severe consequence. Ancient Kunlun might have been a holy land, but it has since been devastated by the Jin mining boom. Amidst the frequent warfare, illegal miners dug unauthorized tunnels to extract rare metals. It was only until Lear established the Fangji Guild that the habitat of the primordial roots Fusang was spared. Okay, so this tree was actually damaged because of this shit, okay. I do like a bit of edgy humor myself. But yeah, I still don't think that we'd be able to have a movie like fucking White Chicks in this day and age. Maybe something a little bit more low-key, but not quite the same movie. There's a lot in there, alright? The best thing, at the end of the day, the best thing you can do is surround yourself with the people that share your sense of humor. Yeah. This character, his name is Yi. Yeah, just hang out with people that have senses of humor that are similar to yours and you'll be fine. What a silly urge to watch Borat. Again, another movie that I don't think you- oh my god, no. That you would be able to get away with making nowadays. Ew, me, ew. Thanks so much for the follow. Sorry, I can't lower my sense of value to base my humor around Big Bang Theory. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. I feel, though, that if you get rid of the laugh track in a lot of sitcoms, they're just not funny. Speaking of which, has there been any new sitcom that has been, like, as fun as How I Met Your Mother or Friends lately? I feel like those have disappeared. Not really, no. Bazinga was the skibbity of the 2000s. Can I make a confession, chat? I had a Bazinga t-shirt. And I wore that shit to school! Had, you probably still have it. I don't anymore, sadly. That was lost to time in, like, my parents' house, but I don't have, but I did have a Bazinga t-shirt and I wore that shit to school. I'm handing out my dismission letter. No! It's still better than the Ahegao hoodie. Hi! Because of the sitcom or because you like the quote? Both. Like, you deserve to be swirled into a used lavatory. Purple, that's so mean! So, what you're saying is, if someone sends you a new Bazinga t-shirt, you would still wear it. I would wear it for whoever was nice enough to send it to me. And I would use it as pajamas. Purple, just so you know, you're supporting the same type of group behavior that hates on Sonic fans. Shame. Let people like things. I never got into the later seasons of Big Bang Theory, but I did like the early ones. Yeah. Oh, the creature's making noise. I like Friends too. You know, that's a funny thing. My hubby can't stand those. Like, How I Met Your Mother, he was just like, so it's Friends. But in the modern day, and I was like, no, it's a completely different story. He's like, so it's Friends, but in modern day. He just likes those sitcoms immensely. I don't get why they're fun to watch. He's like, it's brain dead. Let me guess, the code you wrote broke the weather system. How did you know? That's incredible. It's a ritual all teleological engineers must go through. To say nothing of the huge hello world flashing on the displays. Hee you were right, Yi. Teleology's fun. I can give machines all sorts of wild rules and it'll create a new world. It makes me feel so free. Careful, your free-spirited code may drive your co-workers insane. Really? Abacus told me he could fix any mistakes I made. My apologies, Swan, but your most recent change seemed to have affected the underlying logic circuits. I'm afraid the situation may be irreversible. Why? I followed everything the scroll said. Next time, we should probably double-check before executing a script like that, Abacus. Cue the fucking security breach that fucked up all the code on all the airlines last year, in this year. Have they fixed that yet? The software update that fucked up everything for everyone. Yes, my lord. Please forgive my neglect. What was it supposed to do? Chuan wrote a plugin to enable manual control over the day-night cycle. The plugin works, but it simultaneously caused parts of the display to malfunction. I'm sorry, I just wanted to give you a surprise, E. That's okay. What's important is to always learn from our mistakes. You're always going to mess up a bit in the pursuit of science anyway. Got that? Yeah. What's your opinion about Godzilla in Fortnite? It's actively hilarious. Remember the year 2000 was supposed to meant to fuck about computers? Yeah, Y2K happened this year. Hello, love your Abby. The game has been in my crack. Isn't it good? Yeah, it's so fun. Thank you. It did? Yep. It wasn't just a fucking security breach for airlines. It was everyone who worked with a specific company. Someone made an update go through and it blue screened everything. People couldn't even use their fridges. What are you holding in your hand, Yi? It's a Fusang amulet. It might have been left behind by miners who were illegally chipping away at the grottos. You can have it if you want. It's usually worn around your neck. Wow, it's heavy and made of wood? People in the past used it for protection. It's just a silly superstition with no scientific basis. He's such a good dad. What's a superstition? It's blindly believing in something without any basis or proof. Take this amulet, for example. People thought that by carving the mark of Fusang onto it, it would be endowed with divine powers, allowing its wearer to... This amulet has magic powers! I'm gonna wear it every day! Child. I just told you it's just a superstition, and that's why it's an ordinary piece of wood. If the mark had any effect, the scientists studying the primordial roots would have already discovered it. Let's put it this way. If you're promised something good, but in exchange you must loyally follow orders and not doubt anything, chances are that's a superstition. So then, our village ceremony was also a superstition? Now you get it. But without the ceremony, I would not have been saved. I wouldn't have been able to live here with you, Yi. I guess something good did come out of it. Another one of your silly fallacies. Your head almost got chopped off, child. But if that's what you really think, why would you bring it all the way here for me? Because it's pretty. I picked it up. Might as well used it. Or do you want to give it back? No, I was just joking. I'm keeping it. I like this fetus. That's what happens when you rely on computers to take care of all your software updates. This is why all the IT guys have the oldest printers and they don't have anything updated ever. Incapable, stop interfering. Map data revealed. Quick, take it. So what I understand, it was originally because of a copyright issues with the code and it got deleted and it broke the whole world. All of it. Old printer and a gun next to it. IT guys don't rely on the new smart tech. Fun fact. Forfeit all earthly possessions to the fetus. If my printer makes a noise I don't recognize, shoot it is real. Yep. Wasn't there a software crash a few months ago? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's why all the people who work in IT don't trust smart software at all. I don't want a fridge that can connect to the internet. I want the stupidest appliance ever. Is it something that's supposed to be smart and connect to my Wi-Fi? I don't want it. Give me the dumbest fucking appliance you've got. I'll take a fucking typewriter, thank you. No, I wouldn't. My mom used to use those in college and she said they sucked. Fridge is cold? Yes. Yes, then okay. If it's so smart, why doesn't every update blue screen it? Why does every update blue screen it? I know. I don't know if you guys remember. This was back when I first started like working with PCs again. There was a time where Windows updated something that fucked with Wacom software that you couldn't fucking use your tablet. I don't know if you guys remember that. If anybody who does digital art remember that. It was a few years ago. Thankfully, that's been fixed. But Windows decided to add, like, their own, like, fucking, tablet software, like, painting software, like, with a stylus. And if you had a Wacom anything, oh, good fucking luck. You had to uninstall that version of Windows and install an older one. Oh, hello. Oh, no. Another one of these. Okay, okay. I personally don't get offended by that word, but I know other people do, so it's better to just not use it. I would only find it offensive if it's being used against another person, if that makes sense. My biggest fear is we get smart airplanes and it blue screens mid-flights. I don't think we could ever have smart airplanes It's a quote from Interstellar that I like. The reason why robots can't fly fucking spaceships into space and like do piloting the way humans do is because we can't program a fear of death into a machine. So that's the reason we're never gonna have smart planes. We can't program a fear of death and a survival instinct into it. Therefore, you need the humans behind the wheel. It's too risky. Yeah. Joke at someone's expense, basically. Yeah. I think being able to program the fear of death into something is actually a vital skill. And it's impossible to do so far, so... Also, like, I wouldn't worry too much about airplanes, chat. It's some of the safest form of travel we have. Whenever a new problem arises, like stronger turbulence and shit like that, usually airlines will mitigate that shit almost immediately. Air travel is one of some of the safest ways to fucking get around. There's a reason why whenever there is a plane crash, it makes the news. Unless you're flying a Boeing. No, I was actually in a Boeing fairly recently when I got back from my trip. It was fine. Again, oh shit. It's mostly on the airline to check their planes for defects, not so much on the plane manufacturing company. Obviously, they have to make sure all of their shit is up to code, but if an airline owns a plane, they also have to make sure that they keep track of anything that might be wrong with it. Except if it becomes sentient. Hopefully, we're a ways away from that. Again, it's really, really difficult. Something like a soul would be really hard to program into a machine. It might happen someday, but I would not hold up my hopes for it happening within our lifetime. Give it a century or two. Lily's a pat of big plane trying to convince us to fly. I mean, it is handy. I just don't want people to be afraid of airplanes for no reason, you know? Ugh. Ugh, these are the worst. I can't, man. Final Destination has got me fucked up for life. Well, that's on you. That's a movie, though. Well, of course it is. And I am a little bit afraid of flying. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But I do know that it's also very safe. If I was afraid of flying, I would never... Shit, get anything done. Also, not every idiot can get a flying license from a cereal box, especially for long flights. Believe me, pilots are for the most part very capable. You need to have like 20/20 vision and a shit ton of training. And that's why planes are usually flown by 2 or 3 people. Like there's in really long flights, especially overnight flights, there's pilots. There's like more than one pilot on board. Remember when the movie Jaws screwed everyone's perception of sharks forever? Yeah. And that's why I'm against flying cars. I'm gonna make you feel better. Flying cars are probably never gonna happen. Guys, the laws of aviation are so strict so that planes don't run into each other. We will never have flying cars unless we also make like floating roads and shit with rules, very strict regulations we need to follow to be able to do it. Flying cars are not gonna happen, not for a very long time, and if they do, they're gonna come with a few very, very strict rules. I'm sorry to shatter your dreams. I'm being realistic. Man, why even bother advancing technology? So we can go to space? So we can do cooler stuff, like make normal cars safer? That lot of good space this space is, to be honest. Sure, but I think it's worth it to explore space, mainly because we can learn a lot of stuff, and also we might be able to find another Earth for us someday. Space is big. Space is cool. I agree. Guess cars will forever need roads. They would need roads even in the air, yeah. I don't trust people driving in 2 dimensions. Imagine giving them a third. Spanish, people drive in 3 dimensions. We exist in 3 dimensions. god, die already! Chinga! Dale, 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 dale! There. It's like the lightsaber. It would be cool to have and a dangerous weapon to wield, but we would just go into near extinction because how stupid people would handle them. Oh, you would chop off your fucking own hand. No, on a road you can go back and forward or left and right. That's 2 dimensions. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I'm stupid. Okay. You're getting a lot better. Thank you. I don't see no car clipping out of reality because we can't make cars clip out of reality. Yeah, I don't think you want that. Dude, if we could make shits clip in and out of reality, don't you think we would be able to travel to a ton of different places in space? That's breaking the laws of physics. Ooh. Are you kidding me? Being able to transfer things into different places of reality would... It makes space travel... God damn it. Space travel so much easier. You think that 9 Souls is a furry bait game? Before I met Gumang, I would have said no. Now I don't know. We should do space travel like Dune and just do cocaine to navigate. Is that really how it works? I need to watch the second movie. Ew. Did you watch Dune? What'd you know? All I know is that spice is used for travel. That's it. And that it makes the people of Arrakis hallucinate. That's what spice does, basically. Honestly, I was not expecting Dune to be like space Game of Thrones, but I kind of dig it, though. Damn it. Wasn't it like the OG space adventure? How old is Dune? Old. Older than you. Oh, old then. Alright. The books came out in the 50s, I think. Oh, really? That is very old, yeah. I knew it was based off books, I just didn't know that they were that old. Wait, no, it was in the 60s. I thought 70s. Jesus, chat. Make up your mind things. The first book was published in 1965. Old! It's almost 60 years old. For an indie game, niche game, this game has so much smut. Holy crap. Furries! Furries are powerful, chat! Furries! Anything that has furry characters will automatically have about 60% more smut than a normal game. I bow down to our furry overlords. Good. Would you play Devotion in the future since the game was developed by the same developer? Maybe. Depends on how scary it is. Lily, 1965 was 60 years ago. No, 59. Lord of the Rings is even older, yeah. This isn't at all menacing. Goes to show I know nothing of books, folks. Well, you can't read. Ooh. Oh, ew, are those limbs? I don't look like whole people. Oh. Oh, you're right. Just without the heads. Or do they have the heads? Wait, no, this is a transmutation factory, right? Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Hold it. For what purpose do you journey to my humble repository? I'm here to take out the trash. Your words conceal other intentions. If you could lay down your arms, perhaps we could sit down and converse. I thought Lord Yanlao, a man of propriety, would greet me in person. Young man, there is no need to be defiant. I am aware of your plight. Your mentor, Aegong, did indeed wrong you. You are justified in your... I'm here for you, not Aegong. Allow me to finish. As I was saying, given your suffering, your currently agitation is hardly surprising. Even so, ponder this with a clear mind. Time cannot be rewound. Your relentless pursuit will only result in destruction. Nothing more. Heed my advice. Sometimes one must learn to forgive and forget. You murderers want to lecture me about forgiveness. What a joke. You must not interrupt when your elders are speaking. Why are you so incorrigible? Why show no mercy when you're already right? When you reach my age, you'll understand. Wait, what is my age again? Just hand over your seal, you're turning senile. How discourteous. Enough, I've long known that you don't need my words. However, my good manners compel me to greet you. I do not snub the etiquette. Spare a thought for the plight of all Solarians, not just yourself. A gentleman bows and adapts. There is no shame in surrender. This is one of the souls. How many souls in are we? We've done 2. Solarians seem to be pretty long-lived if Yi was actually stuck in the roots for like 500 years. Lily, what's the oldest book you've ever read? Good question. Probably Narnia. Thanks so much for the follow. Actually, no, mentira, the Bible. I haven't read it cover to cover, but I do know a good chunk of it. Is there anything you need from me? Do you need any guidance? I'll confess everything. Please stop staring at me. Enjoy a sublime eternity amongst the Evergreen foothills, New Kunlun, the second home of your dreams. Do you have any questions you'd like me to answer? Status report. Status for the warehouse zone? It's a warehouse. What is there to report? Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say that everything is fine in the warehouse zone. Logistics systems reports distributing a collection of resources for each zone is in progress. A special reminder, containers in the repository may move at any time. Entering on foot is very dangerous, so please take care. Lord Yanlao? I'll speak. Just please don't raise your voice like that. He has not been in good health and has retired to the Boundless Repository's central control room to rest. You will not be able to meet him. Is his health deteriorating? Multiple organ failure. It's the terminal stage of Tianhu. There's little that can be done. Elderly patients like Lord Yanlao must remain in this soulscape as much as possible so as to slow down the virus's destruction. If he has to be awakened, He could lose up to a year of his life expectancy in a week. But rest assured, upon arrival at New Kunlun, no one will have to suffer from disease as long as orders are followed. Okay, so there is a disease. Is it over? Phew, thank goodness. What are you doing? No, losing chips is my greatest fear. I'll do anything. If you want my map, Dad, I'll give you a copy for 400 Gene. Please. Please have mercy. Thank you. Thank you. I shall make a copy for you right away. Please let me go. These are really cute. The plague strikes. I want to say they have about a human lifespan, but there is plot afoot as to why people from back then are still around. Makes sense. I think that Yi also mentioned that his condition is not curable, so he might be sick like this too. No words can express my gratitude for what you've done. If you're willing, I would like to bequeath you with a treasure as a token of gratitude. If you would like to barter, ask away. I shall await your departure before moving on. Now you got the bad ending. I never played this game. This one does have different endings, I think, depending on if you 100% the thing or not. Do we know who this guy's brother is? No idea. Thanks so much for the follow. I'm still missing a few jades.
Resort!
You came just in time, Yi. Could you stay still for a moment? Look over there and don't move. Yes, just like that. I like that we have this child to raise, and if anything happens to him, I'm gonna be so sad. What are you doing? I want to do my own version of the Immortal's portrait. Can you put your right hand behind you? That's it. I looked over your painting over and over and over again, and now I think I can make one too. Could you move your right foot forward a tiny bit? And what are you supposed to be doing here, Abacus? Please, my lord, when Tron requested to draw you, I was worried for his lack of artistic training. We wouldn't want him to have something poorly drawn. That's how I came to explain to him the method behind watercolor. Okay, now we're raising this child. Everyone in this house is raising this child. A portrait of you in the form of the immortal. It's all yours. Oh, it certainly makes an impact. Please let it be shitty. Really? What do you think? Do you like the colors? Abacus, what's your verdict? It is a style that stands out from the market. Aren't you a sweet talker? Maybe I can work towards becoming an artist. You were my inspiration for this work, so I won't charge you anything for it. You want to sell it? Artists need to eat too. It's okay, you can go and appraise it. I won't get mad. That's assuming I can find a buyer. Oh, it looks like shit. I love it so much. A gift from Xuan. This was Xuan's first attempt at watercolor after receiving the 4 treasures of the study. The character in the portrait looks elegant and stylish. Xuan took some creative liberties and made Yi appear taller than he actually is. Look, you're a manlet. I fixed it. I am selling a picture of myself because my kid asked me. It does stand out from the market. It looks like shit. I love him so much. You made him angrier, too. He has no eyebrows. You just ate it without a second thought. You could smell it, right? For something that's been fermented, the smell's not that bad. But it's animal feed. So what? If livestock can eat it, why can't I? Did you know that animal feed can sometimes taste better than the food we eat? There's people that say that cat food is tasty. Get drunk! Let's go. Bottoms up. It's been a while since I met my match. The others in the village can't keep up, and they won't even try. Bunch of cowards. Good drinking buddies aren't easy to come by. He's so red! Though I did have a couple of buddies back in my hometown. Oh, how's the alcohol there? We should go try it out one day. If you were to go from here to my house, you could walk for a lifetime and never reach it. There goes the drunkard, talking nonsense. There isn't a single place I can't walk to. Drunk! Yeah, buddy! This is like the best upgrade, is get drunk and get more health. The snake kept biting people at the entrance to the village. I'd been craving a bite of it ever since. Nom nom. Unexpected, but it has a pretty good texture. Also not as gamey as I imagined. Blech. What? Where's this stench? Blech. That's all you. That's a scavenger. It eats garbage and feces. You're going to stink for at least the next 3 days. Bro, you got shit face. Oh, yeah. Alright, chat, I'm gonna call it here for now. Thank you so much for coming to stream. I will see you tomorrow. We're gonna play some Brothership, alright? Have a good one, my beautiful things. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye!